If you've ever wondered where some of the best 55 plus communities are in the St. George area, this video is for you. My name is Regent Baldwin. I lived in the St. George area since 2008, and I've helped hundreds of people buy and sell homes here. Today, we're going to give you a map tour and show you some of the available homes within each of these communities. So there are multiple communities that we can look at today. And the first one I want to take you to is Sun River, which is an obvious choice for most folks because it's a really good size, popular community. So we're just going to go ahead and select. This is the area right here that we're in right now. So we're just showing a home here that's come up just randomly. And maybe we'll go in and look at that real quick and tell you a little bit about the community. So here's a home here that you can get for under $600,000, a little over $500,000. It's a good community. It's got a lot of amenities in the Sun River area. So this is the kind of like the crown jewel of St. George as far as like amenities and setups. You have golf course in that area. You have all kinds of activities, classes, and clubs. So this is really a cool place to go to. So I would recommend this one for anybody who's looking for a lot of activities. Let's talk about a little bit location-wise where you're at. This is off of exit 2, right off the interstate. Across the road from there, there's another community that's also really, really nice called Regent. It's by Toll Brothers. They'll have access to the desert color amenities, and then they'll also have access to their own amenities, which are currently in process of being built. I just click on this real quick. This listing here, let's see. And let's just look at some photos. It might show some of the neat features of this home here. You can look at. This is a kind of a smaller home, but it's an affordable, it's like a twin home setup here. So you would have an attached garage on something like this. Both of those homes are in the St. George area, both Sun River and the Regency. Also in the St. George area, there's an area near Bloomington Hills. This one here is called the Bloomington Knolls Townhomes. And this is a great place if you're 55 plus that you might enjoy, because it has nice little amenities. It's just a nice, quiet little neighborhood over here. I really like it. Some of the interiors, what they might look like. This one looks like it must be recently remodeled. It's an older community, but they've taken good care of this, so it should be in good shape. So getting back to the map here, we're just gonna come up a little bit. We're gonna click on this community here in the center. And right in the middle of St. George is a community called Sun Country Meadows. I like this location just because it's more central to the St. George area. And I think I like how the homes look. It's more of a brick home. And you don't see that often in St. George. You usually see more of a stucco look, but it is kind of cool. It's been here for a little bit of time. It's nice. It's just a very centrally located place. If you want to have access to getting to the hospital quickly or some of the shopping downtown St. George, you can get there pretty quickly from this location. So if that's important to you, I would say this would be a good choice for you. If you're enjoying this video, remember to like and subscribe. So right here, there's a community near the mall. So if you really like shopping, want to be close to the mall, this is a good place to be. This is called the Santa Fe at Red Cliffs. I just like it because of proximity to shopping. It's very centralized. If you want to head over to the mall or if you want to head out into Washington, because this is kind of on the border where you're heading into Washington. You're actually in the St. George area here, but you're pretty close to Washington. So if you want to head over to the Costco or the Walmart down that way or anything, I think you're really kind of nice. And I think there's a really nice theater not too far up the road too. You have an idea what this might look like. And you can see, even though some of these homes are older, they've had a little bit of remodeling done on them. So I think this is pretty decent. Let's head up into the Washington area and see what we've got over that way. We have a community over here called Horizons West, also a 55 plus community like the others, obviously. It's a nice little community in here. Again, it's been here for a little while, a little bit older. So you can tell it's a little bit older architecture, but still fine. You're looking for 55 plus, you want a really affordable home. This is pretty decent. So this one obviously needs some work done in here, so maybe a little remodel might be important here on this particular home. Right next to the community we were just at, there's another community we're going to take a look at. This is called Ridge Point, and it's very close. And you can see down here, this is also a 55 plus community. Let's take a look at this. This looks like it's in better condition than the one we looked at. Maybe needs a little bit of work, but let's take a look at some of the finishes in here. So you can see this has probably been a little bit more well taken care of. Maybe some remodels happened here, but maybe just a little newer home here. So a little bit nicer if you're comparing the two. I mean, price-wise, this one actually is a better price than the one I just showed you. So it's a little smaller, however, but pretty decent. Okay, I'm gonna head over to the Santa Clara well, this is actually St. George still here, but it's really close to the Santa Clara over here. And let's take a look at this community here. So this one over here is called Vista del Sol Townhomes. The thing about St. George, a lot of things are called townhomes, but they're really a detached home in many cases. So let's take a look at the photo so you can see what this looks like. They designate these as townhomes. In fact, the home I live in is designated as a townhome too, even though it's a large home and a nice community, mainly because of the size of the streets in the community. So a lot of communities, when they're trying to build them and put them together, they put them a little closer together. And so they go for that townhome designation. They have an HOA in there, obviously, and so it's all managed and taken care of. But this would be a good way to go if you're looking for something really nice, in decent condition. Let's take a look at the photos in this one here. So you can see that they've probably remodeled this home. They've got some LVP flooring in there. Looks pretty nice. I think this is a good choice for someone who's looking for a great home at a reasonable price, because if we take a look at the price on this home, listed at $415,000. And you know what's interesting about this is I get a lot of young buyers that see these prices, these 300s, these 400s, and they get really excited about that. But unfortunately, it's hard to find those kind of homes for those younger buyers typically that are as nice as these. But if you're someone who is 55 plus, this home is great. I mean, you're 1,649 square feet for $415,000. That's a killer deal. Anywhere else, you're going to be probably over $500,000 for a home like this. So a little bit of a savings for something like this, being a 55 plus community. So still close by, this is still St. George area, again, close to Santa Clara area. This looks to be a little older home, but it's big. It's 1,788 square feet for $330,000. Not bad, but probably will need some remodeling. Let's take a look and see what's been done on that. So looks like something's been done on here. It looks like it has older cabinetry, but if you look inside, it looks like it's been well taken care of. They've replaced the carpet and maintained things decently in this home. So that's a $300,000 home. That's a lot of square footage. If you're trying to like downsize and get into a great community, this could be a good place for you. Okay, I think we're just gonna look at maybe two more real quick. And so this one looks to be new. So it's called The Point at Snow Canyon. And this looks like new construction. So if you're looking for something nicer and newer, this isn't your budget 55 plus style community, but it is something that you can get into if you want a nice home, 3,000 square feet, want to be in an active adult lifestyle community. This would be the place to check out. Okay, last one we're going to go take a look at right here. And this is out in the Ivans area, in the Elfin Cove community. And I've been out there a few times. It's been here for quite a while. But overall, it's a nice community. One of the things that's really nice about being in this Ivans area, or maybe even the Santa Clara area, but mostly the Ivans area, is that the views are spectacular out here. So if you're looking for killer views, you know, this home's listed at $400,000. It's 1,361 square feet. Things to note about areas like Santa Clara and Ivans is that their utilities are somewhat higher than maybe St. George and maybe some other areas, but they're not bad. Utah's utilities overall are actually very, very low. So that's something to consider when you're thinking about moving into the St. George area, that you have really decently low utilities. In fact, one of our utility companies, I think, is listed as one of the third lowest in the nation. So that's an important thing to know. Let's take a look at this one real quick. I just wanted to make sure that you had a good overview of what things look like, where you can find 55 plus communities in the St. George area. I hope you enjoyed today's video. The homes that we looked at today are available. If you're considering moving to the St. George area, remember, I'm happy to help. You can find all my information in the video description below. YouTube thinks you might like this next video. Go check it out.